So, Blackout. If you don't know what Blackout is, then you're definitely living under a rock. So, let me give a brief summary. Blackout is a street game, but it was different. You see, Blackout has a pretty big and very talented team with people like Eppa, who's animated for other games as well as animating for fun, often posting on his Twitter, and Caprio, who makes amazing gun animations as well as also posting to their Twitter pretty often. With the game being similar to other street games such as Criminality, Blackout was destined to be a hit, and it was for a while, being updated often and sometimes being updated twice in one day. So if the main game was a huge success, why are they making a second one? Well, Roblox got taken down for reasons we still don't know, and it is widely accepted that this was because a bigger game company took it down for using some of their assets. But this is only speculation. After a while, the game came back, but this didn't last. Almost a whole year ago, the game was taken down again. This time, Silver was pissed, so he went dark and took a break from Blackout for around a month. He came back with this message. Hello everyone. Sorry for not making this announcement earlier. I was on break from Blackout as I was frustrated with this whole situation, but I am back to working on it once again. For the past few weeks, I've been working on changing and revamping Blackout as I am not satisfied with its current state. The game is going to change mechanically and visually to differentiate from other games in its genre. This is going to take a very long time, but it's necessary for bringing the game back. Thank you for sticking with us this entire time. Most important in this message is I've been working on changing and revamping Blackout, and the game is going to change mechanically and visually. This is when he started dropping multiple sneak peeks showing what is to come. Now that we're finally caught up, let's get to the actual question. Will Blackout be different? To answer this question, let's look at the game that inspired this project. Criminality. Now, if you're a fan of my channel, you know that this is what my channel is. It's Crim content, and soon to be Blackout content mixed into that, as both of these games are similar and both look very fun. So, Crim is a free-roam fighting game where the second you press that play button, you're thrown into a ruthless and unforgiving game where it is kill or be killed. You can make friends or stay alone, and even rarer than this, find a fun server where everyone's just dicking around. The game is fun for these reasons. You can have funny moments or super serious moments where you're fighting other players. Blackout is the same thing concept-wise, but it has a whole different armory, map, and multiple different mechanics, and a lot more. Criminality is extremely popular and known by people who play other street games such as The Hood or The Streets, meaning Blackout already has leverage from multiple different games and communities that can also try the game out. After Blackout was taken down, people have been waiting a long time for it to come back, so when the game does come out, a lot of people are going to flood into it. Now, with the way Blackout looks from the sneak peeks, the people that flood in from day one are most likely going to stay for a long time. Also, I don't think I mentioned that this game is free. Yeah, you get everything I've been talking about for free. Blackout has super good animations and gun mechanics, like being able to wall bang. The movement mechanics and parkour also bring a lot to the game's movement. The movement mechanics and parkour also bring a lot to the game, as movement is a huge but often looked over factor in these kinds of games. In Blackout, we already were able to slide, but what we're going to have soon can be game-changing. Ziplining and parkour. This adds a whole nother level of fights, whether it's running from people, chasing people, or having fun gunfights. This adds a whole nother level of fights, whether it's running away from people, chasing people, or having gunfights. Parkour and ziplines can completely change how these will play out. Now let's step away from mechanics and guns and let's just talk about the look of the game. Okay, so the game is really well made when it comes to the way fire looks, flashbangs work, being flashed looks, and just the smaller details like blood being on your weapons after getting a kill. So to put an end to this video, yeah, Blackout is going to be different. Hi Silver. Yeah, if he's watching this, it's going to be funny as hell.